Welcome to NBA Today with Malika Andrews, live from Los Angeles.
Kane turns the corner.
America, now you know Jamal Cain. Coming up on NBA Today, the Magic deliver another blow to the 1 seed. So can the Pistons get up off the mat? Plus, the most important player in tonight's Knicks-Hawks Game 5 is... Shump's ready. Janae's got the X's and O's. And speaking of Amon, he's going to show us how SGA controlled the series versus the Suns even when he didn't have the ball in his hands. NBA Today starts right now. All right, some golf claps. The Thunder, they're the first team to advance to the second round. Anyone surprised?
Nope.
No. All right, they're the odds-on favorites to win it all. On the other side, though, the East is about to get flipped on its head. Janae, this is wild. Detroit has been pushed to the brink by the 8th seed, the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. It's a little bit of a bop, though, guys. Early in the first quarter, Cade Cunningham, this is a theme, Janae. He turns it over, and here come the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, from the jump, the defense was active and led to their offense. They're playing and they're flexing on them.
What do we say about turnovers? 1 minute later, turns it over again here,
Oh, are we doing this in VHS mode? I love it.
VHS mode. For the kids out there, that means...
It's a tape, okay?
To the second quarter we go. Cade Cunningham, he really struggled taking care of the ball in this game, Shump. He was constantly getting pressured, and he was just making costly mistakes. He had 6 turnovers in the first half. That's the most in any half of a playoff game in his career. So Detroit down 2 at the break. Magic lead by 2 here. Franz Wagner drives, but he appears, look, he grabs his right leg here. Arsham Charania has reported that it's a calf issue that he's dealing with, and his status for Game 5 is up in the air here. So Franz was ruled out, of course, for the remainder of this game. He finished with 19 points, 4 steals. But here's the game. Right here. Hey!
The metaphor, Jalen Duren going on the court there.
Yes. The series for him in one play.
Dunks all over Jalen Duren. Did it remind you of something? It was a pretty incredible play.
Back man.
T-Mac throwing a monster dunk over the Detroit Pistons with LeBron James in attendance. Here's what LeBron had to say.
That dunk, man, on the court? Man, that dunk was ridiculous.
So you can apply the same thing last night here. Jamal Cain doing his T-Mac impression. Paolo misses the jumper, but Cain...
That's up there for the dunks of the year.
Yeah, he's right there cleaning it up. Desmond Bane, this is why they brought him in, uses the screen.
His old teammates in the crowd.
Yeah, Ja was there. Jaren Jackson was there. And they've seen a whole lot of this. The Magic go on to win this and take that commanding 3-1 series lead. All right.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and we have some massive storylines to break down. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the first team to advance to the second round. They swept the Phoenix Suns. No one is surprised. They are the odds-on favorites to win it all. But the real drama is in the Eastern Conference. The Detroit Pistons, the number 1 seed, have been pushed to the brink of elimination by the 8 seed Orlando Magic. The Magic are up 3-1. And the crew on NBA Today started breaking down what has gone wrong for Detroit. Let me show you exactly what they said. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because the crew was brutal on the Pistons. First, they showed Jalen Cain posterizing Jalen Duren. Chiny Ogwumike said, "It's a little bit of a botch job, guys." And she is right. The Pistons were supposed to be the class of the East. They won 60 games. They had an MVP candidate in Cade Cunningham. But in the playoffs, they have collapsed. Cade Cunningham had 6 turnovers in the first half of Game 4. That is the most in any half of a playoff game in his career. Shumpert said, "If anybody has seen Jalen Duren, just let me know. I know we saw him on the highlight get dunked on. That's cool. But if you've seen his real self, please call him, page him, text him, something." The Pistons are one-dimensional. Their offense runs through Cade Cunningham. But when he is turning the ball over, the entire fence stalls. Shumpert said, "Cade's got to be able to bat singles instead of trying to make the home run play every time." And without a secondary creator, the Magic have been able to load up on Cade and force mistakes. Windhorst added, "There's 4 guys standing in the paint watching Cade Cunningham try to run into that wall. It's not working. But they're also getting punked. This whole year, Detroit has been physical. They've been in your face. All of a sudden, it's like, where are the big guys coming from? Where are all the 50-50th balls that's laying around? You see 4 Magic players flying on the floor. Where is that? That is the key. The Magic want it more. They are playing with desperation. They are playing with confidence. And the Pistons look lost. Now, let's talk about the other series. The crew discussed the Celtics and Sixers. Tim Bontemps said the Sixers are facing an unrelenting math problem. The Celtics live and die by the three. In the one game they lost, they shot 26% from three. In the other 3 games, they are shooting 41% and a plus 87 from the three-point line. The Sixers cannot keep up. If the Celtics make their threes, the series is over. And they are up 3-1. The crew also talked about the Knicks and Hawks. Karl-Anthony Towns had a monster Game 4. He became the first center with a triple-double in Knicks postseason history. Vince Goodwill said, "The question has been the usage of Karl-Anthony Towns and why it seemed to have dipped Is season under Mike Brown. In Game 4, it just so happened to flow that way, which means a lot of that was initiated by Towns. If the Knicks continue to feature KAT, the Hawks have no answer for him. And Jalen Brunson, who has been dealing with an ankle injury, is due for a breakout game. The crew expects the Knicks to win Game 5 and take control of the series." Finally, the crew talked about the Spurs and Blazers. Victor Wembanyama is about to play his first playoff game. The Spurs are up 3-1. They can close out the series tonight. And with Wemby playing at an MVP level, the Blazers have no answer for him. Expect the Spurs to advance. I want to know what you think. Will the Pistons avoid elimination? Can the Sixers extend their series? And will the Spurs close out the Blazers tonight? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building something real here. See you next time. Peace.